I'm a marketing rebel.
All right, hey, I had to quit. I had to actually throw in the towel on my passion that I tried to turn into a business. There's a lot of people that always say that you need to build a business around your passion. And I gotta tell you, I could not disagree more with them. And here's why. So, a little bit story, a little bit background as we get into this. So fitness has played a big role in my life. I used to work out with my dad as a kid, and I kept that through high school until I really hit college, and then I got pretty lazy, right? They call it, was it the freshman 15? I think I did the freshman 30. Basically about 30 years of laziness, right? So fitness, I was all in when I was growing up and a kid. I got to college, I got lazy, got into the work environment, and fitness took a back seat. So I went on a journey after my son was born to get back into shape. And so it's about a 10-year gap in between there of me just being unhealthy, lazy, and whatnot. So I went through this journey to get healthy. And I hired a coach, and it was Drew. He owns a company called FitLife.tv as well as Organifi. I actually was, I think, his third client at the time when he was just really getting started. And I went on to needing to be challenged, right? So I got into shape. I went really well. I went from 185 pounds down to 146 pounds in a 90-day period. I was sub 7% body fat. Went through this whole transformation, right? And then I decided, all right, a couple years passed by now, and fitness is back into my normal routine. I'm working out weekly, multiple times a week. I'm eating healthy. I'm starting to gain muscle at that point, doing all these different things and experimenting. But I hit a point where I needed a challenge, right? It was about 6 years ago. I needed a challenge in my life because fitness was great, business was good, but I just kind of not really challenged. I needed something. So I did this program called SEAL Fit. I really wanted to test my mettle. I had that fire and passion back for fitness, but I needed something more. And what SEAL Fit was this 12-hour training. They got a couple different levels. I didn't go to the 48-hour one. I went to the 12-hour one, where it's Navy SEAL kind of training for 12 straight hours. And I showed up with about 33. I think there's 33 of us in the group. I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do really, really well in this. I've been training hard. And frankly, I get there and I was in the bottom rung of all the 33 people. And during that time, I challenged myself mentally, and I realized that being military fit is completely different than just being fit. Now, here's the thing, when I was going through that training, there were a couple times, it was more of a mental battle than it was physical, because I remember just looking at the car that I drove there, right? I'm like, man, I know where the keys are. I could jump in this bad boy and head home. We were about halfway done. But I knew that would mean my 12 hours would turn into 18 because I'd have to come back and do it. That experience and that process gave me the desire to want to build a fitness company, right? Because I had the passion back. I was excited. I just got challenged, mentally challenged, and I won that process. I didn't lose. I didn't quit on it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go start this other company. Military Fit is different than being fit. So we went and bought the domain militaryfit.com. I think I paid a little over $7,000 for the domain, $6,000 or $7,000, and decided to build a company around it. But here's the problem. I had a passion for fitness, but I was not a fitness expert. I was an enthusiast and just had a passion for it, and I still do today. Now, the problem with that is I wasn't willing to quit my day job to build this business. And so we had no real clear direction in the company. We tried selling supplements, we tried selling shirts, we tried selling training programs over about an 18-month period, just up and down, trying all these different things. We never really got anything to stick, and it's because we had no real clear direction. But to take a step back, more importantly, just the name in itself. Like I said, I went through this training called SEAL Fit, and then we went and bought this domain Military Fit. First sign, when I started following the passion side of it, hey man, the name should have given it away, right? It was just another Me Too biz plan, right? It was another Me Too business plan sitting out there, even by the name itself. So, not to mention I wasn't in the military. My family was in the military. My dad was, and frankly, he told me not to join the military, but either way, like, I had a newfound respect for them, but it was a passion as opposed to something that I was really, really good at. So, no clear direction. Now, There's also, because of that, there was no clear leadership. I had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I had another business to run as well. I didn't quit my day job, right? I had my agency that was going and cranking. This was kind of really, if I think about one of our first takes on owning one of our own brands internally. So the thing is, because of the issues, I wasn't clearly had leadership. I hired someone to come in and build a company. They didn't have the experience, so I didn't invest in someone who had all the experience to build that business and help me run it. But I did invest in somebody to run the business, but I was spending a lot of time coaching, training, and educating to help get it, to go through these different evolutions. Well, because we had no clear direction, I'm giving someone with a little bit less experience trying to give direction on no clear direction, right? So there was an issue. So because I had a passion for fitness and I was very prideful in the fact of knowing my marketing skills, I was not letting myself quit. I was not going to quit on that process, and I kept pushing. And I don't even know how long, after a while, we were just shelling out money every month. Because you can imagine, like, you're trying to stand up a supplement company, that costs a lot of money. You're trying to stand up a t-shirt company, then you're building out training products, then you're creating sales pages for all these, you're building integrations, you got softwares, all this stuff, you got manpower, teams that you're doing, you got paid ads that you're running. But here's the thing is, I just wasn't willing to quit. About 18 months, 2 years in, I realized I couldn't do it anymore. I lost over $200,000 trying to follow my passion. And I finally shut it down. And when I was no longer willing to pay for it, because even though I'm willing to pay to follow my passion, I'm not willing to lose money trying to build something I'm passionate about. A little bit different distinction there. So, the key is, or I guess the moral of the story for me was, not all passions should be monetized. Now, some you can, some you won't, right? But the thing is, I feel like so many people that have a passion, they try and go monetize it, and that's where I went wrong. I was trying to monetize it as opposed to just following it. So what I learned through this process was, build your current moneymaker, your current business, to buy you the time to enjoy your passion, right? So for me, fitness and working out is something I enjoy doing. But it's not something that, for me, what I did is I was spending so much time trying to build this business along with running my other business that I was losing time and losing the opportunity to kind of do the things I enjoyed. So with that, the main point I want to get across to you is that not all passions are worth building a business around. Some passions are just that, they're things that you should do. So build your business to allow you to enjoy your passions. Hopefully you gained value from this video. If you did, do me a favor, will you like, comment, and share the wealth with some other people? That's how we spread the word and help other entrepreneurs. Thank you.